Rani is a new bride who is married to a man named Apana. Apana always neglects her and doesn't even speak to her. Every day, he eats his food and goes out to spend time with a concubine. When Apana goes out, Rani is locked up in the house. One day, a blind old woman named Kurudawa comes to meet Rani, the new bride. Seeing Rani locked up in the room, Kurudawa inquires about their married life. Rani reveals her plight and the negligence of her husband. In order to gain Apana's affection, Kurudawa gives Rani some magical roots and asks her to give them to Apana in his food. If he eats them, he will eventually fall in love with Rani. Rani decides to use the magical roots. One day, she mixes a very small amount of it in the milk and offers it to Apana. However, the small amount of medicine doesn't show any effect on Apana. Unwilling to give up, Rani proceeds to use a larger magical root. She mixes it with the curry, and the curry turns into a distinctive red color. This makes her reluctant to serve the curry, so she disposes of it outside the house on an anthill, unknowingly inhabited by a king cobra named Naga. That night, Naga disguises himself as Apana and comes home, behaving entirely differently. He talks to Rani and pampers her. They spend the night happily as a married couple, and Naga, pretending to be Apana, asks her never to ask him anything about the night. Rani agrees, but in the morning, Apana's love and affection vanish completely, and he behaves very rudely. Rani becomes very confused. One day, Apana sees a snake near their home and brings a dog outside their house. At night, the dog barks continuously, and when Naga, disguised as Apana, comes home, his body is covered with many wounds. Rani treats him, and they make love. In the morning, the dog is found dead outside. One day, Rani discovers that she is pregnant, and when she reveals this to Apana, he reacts with shock and fear. He accuses Rani of having an extramarital affair and brings her in front of the Panchayat, a council of village elders, to make a decision regarding this. Apana states that he had not engaged in marital relations with Rani, but now she is pregnant. He says that Rani is cheating him. However, Rani affirms that it is Apana's child. The Panchayat organizes a trial to determine the truth of Rani's claim. Naga, disguised as Apana, comes at night and consoles her, asking her to act bravely during the trial tomorrow. The Panchayat gives a challenge to Rani, asking her to put her hand in the anthill where a huge cobra resides. Following Naga's words, Rani puts her hand in the anthill, and the cobra wraps around her neck like a garland. The villagers call Rani a goddess and believe her claim. Apana, left with no choice, accepts her. They start a new happy life, and Rani hides Naga inside her thick hair forever.